A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me and was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. You know, as a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. About a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, you know, with that, a lot of stress, he was drinking a lot of caffeine, and it turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it's going to help with focus, things with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over and I tried it out for the first day. And this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side. I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time, right? So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up and then we're gonna try it. First time trying Magic Mind. All right. I'm gonna give a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11, so we'll see. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, you know, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend you use it at least 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right. Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm trying to work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa, too bad was you know they roll.
All right. I started it like that. But I think we're gonna have a pretty good one today. Hopefully everybody can. Here we go. Whoa.
Yo, what up? What up? What's going on?
Not too much. Why are you laughing?
Cause we're having some technical difficulties with this little phone situation. I know you gotta go to go check on the little one, so I'll take from here. Kobe comes in, then I guess you can just add them whenever you get back or whatever.
Got it. All right.
All right, people. What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, man. It's been one of those type of days. I'm gonna tell y'all what's crazy, right? I got in the car and I left the phone on top of the car, about to drive off. Don't judge me. This happens to everybody, man. I know it's done been one time where y'all done got out here and then did some questionable stuff or whatnot, man. I left your phone on top of the car. You left something important on top of the car. You done left your coffee or something like that. I just had one of those moments. It's all good. But yo, what up? What up? Hope everybody's day is going well, guys. Ooh, I know we're a few minutes late today, but we here now. So we're gonna get into talking about Diddy in just a second. I'm going to give Kobe enough time. Maybe he'll come in a little bit later on, and also let Tina get back. Until then, it's gonna be story time with your boy KD. So y'all buckle up. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. I got some stories for y'all to tell. And I don't want anybody thinking that Katie just done had plenty of girlfriends. I think I've only had like maybe 3 or 4 girlfriends my entire life. So these stories are going to stem from that. Oh Lord, I got to relive this. So here's a story about my first. All right, broke up. Spoiler: she was crazy. All right, the young lady was crazy. I'll tell you what. I actually got an idea because I did tell. How about you just drive me a Tesla? How about that? I did tell my other channel that I was gonna bring them in, but they gonna have to miss some of it. It is what it is. They gonna have to miss some of it. But yeah, so it was this young lady in ninth grade that had a crush on your boy, and at the time, I was quiet. I didn't really speak. Didn't really talk to anybody. Didn't want to talk to anybody. But this young lady in particular, I guess she was just she was like, listen, by all means, I'm gonna figure out a way to get this guy. Fair. I end up good grief. Damn burger. This is gonna be a 2-part story, y'all. This is gonna be a 2-part story. We end up exchanging messages going back and forth. So she wrote me a note and she, gave it to me. And I'm looking at this note like, yo, what the hell is going on? Like you don't see this dang old thing that's taped across my forehead that say don't with me. I don't want nobody talking to me. I don't want nobody looking at me. Don't speak to me. Don't breathe in my direction. Nothing. I'm just here. I looked at school like jail, man. I'm just here to do my doggone time. After I get out of school, man, then we gonna be good. So she gave me the letter, or whatever. I looked at it. I thought it was silly, but you know, little bit intrigued. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, you got to have some balls. Oh man, hold on, wait a minute. We talking about Diddy. Wait a minute. You have to have a lot of guts to approach me, and it was a strong possibility that I was going to reject, say something mean or whatever. But I was actually impressed by the amount of heart that she had. So, I took the message or whatever. I gave her a little crazy look when she gave it to me. And put my head back on my desk. End up exchanging, going back and forth or whatnot. And mind y'all, at this time, your boy had got locked up already before. Back in middle school, I had got in some trouble, got sent away, and everybody pretty much, the people that did know me, was basically just, this is a guy that you don't mess with. He's been in trouble. He's from a bad neighborhood, and it was a lot of things that they kind of, I ain't gonna say that they put on me. I mean, I understand it, but I guess she was trying to get at the quote unquote bad boy. And so the conversation led to something more. We started, talking about extracurricular activity, sex. And at the time, I'm a virgin, right? But the energy that I give off is somebody I've already took that step. Like, I've already lost my V card or whatnot, what have you. And she still had hers. And of course, I still had mine. She didn't know that. But, you know, basically it was a lot of going back and forth. And she's like, well, if you ain't scared, then you can come over to my house. I'm just like, yo, bro, I don't know if I'm really ready for this. Like, I just want to be left alone. I want to play football. You know what I'm saying? To pass by my time here at school, and just let that be. So we end up setting up something or whatever, and I end up going over to her house. I end up going over to her house, and man, this feels weird telling the story, dog. It really does. I end up going over to her house, and it was just me and her. And I don't know if this is the same with every guy, but with it being your first time, I had some practice by myself. I was a pretty confident guy when it was just me, a bottle of lotion, and whatever, whatnot. But anyway, so your boy was limp. Limp. I mean, that man would not get up for nothing. Just, and it wasn't that she wasn't a pretty girl. She was gorgeous. I mean, she very, very beautiful young lady, intelligent, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, maybe it was, how urgent she was. I don't know, man. It threw me off. Cause I'm thinking to myself, if you got your V card, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't be in a rush to. If anything, you should be scared. But man, listen, she's like, pull it out. Like, man, listen, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cold in here. The lights on. I'm boy making every excuse in the book, man. Every excuse in the book. Cause I didn't want to embarrass myself, man. But I probably should have went over there in the first place to keep it a band with you. Cause I don't think that I was ready to lose that V call. I don't want to say, you know what I'm saying, that I was pressured, but had to give me a little swig. But yeah, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We moved from her room to the living room. And mind you, her little brother is there, but he's younger. He's like, I don't know, he's younger. So she's supposed to be watching her younger brother while her mom, I don't know if her mom was at work or whatever. So she's still pushing. She's still pushing to make this thing happen. I'm just like, man, ain't nothing shaking right now, man. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. Old buddy said, this ain't it. So about 10, 15 minutes later, whatnot of trying, I'm just like, yo, man, she ain't gonna stop. She ain't gonna give up. Luckily, her mom walks in. Like the door starts to rattle or whatever. I'm like, oh shoot. There's no way for me to run. Cause I mean, like it seems like I think her mom kind of expected it out of her or something. I don't know, man. Mom came home on her lunch break, caught me in the living room. And I'm sitting there like a dog on deer in headlights. Uh, and she's like, such and such. Like, what are you doing? Like, what is this boy doing in my house? And, I stood up or whatever, was trying to introduce myself. Hey, I'm I'm such and such. Nice to meet you. But I'm talking to, I almost said it now. I'm talking to such and such. What is such and such doing in my house? Like, while I'm not here? She's sitting there fumbling over her word, blah, blah, blah. And the mom grilled me for about 10, 15 minutes. It was basically saying, listen, I'm about to leave. When I get back, you need to be gone. I'm just like, no, I need to go with you. Like, you need to get me up out of here when you leave. Like, that's what made sense to me. But no, the mom, I feel like she was in on it, man. Like, what are you doing? What are you? Anyway, man, I feel like, I don't know. I really do believe her mom was in on it, dog. Because her mom asked me a question. She was like, when we got to talking and whatnot. Listen, I'm a charmer when I want to be. I feel like I'm a charmer when I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Nice guy. Well spoken. Pretty tall or whatnot. I had a decent, you know what I'm saying, decent frame to myself. Well, it's like, okay, this guy doesn't seem like, most of the knuckleheads that's running around the neighborhood. He seemed like a pretty decent guy. So, by the time she left, she wasn't as heated as she was when she first came through the door, thanks to me. You know what I'm saying? But she asked me a question. She was who is your parents? I'm thinking, damn, is she gonna tell my mama? You know what I'm saying? She was like, what's your mom's name? I can't lie. Told her my mom's name. Her name sounds familiar, but no. What's your dad's name? And I told her my dad's name. And she was like, what? What about your daddy? I was like, oh, here we go again, man. Every single last woman in Rock Hill, it seemed like, knows who my dad is. And it's a certain level of excitement that makes me very uncomfortable, or used to make me very uncomfortable when they used to say his name. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, what's up, man? Like, dog. I know your daddy. I was just like, yo, bro, this is weird right here. What the freak is happening? I think, honestly, that's what probably disarmed her, which, honestly, probably should have did the complete opposite. But for whatever reason, that disarmed her. And then, of course, me just chopping it up and talking to her and whatnot, disarmed her. And it was a decent, little dialect, man. Like, we were sitting there, we were chopping it up, shooting the ish or whatever. And, by the time she left out, the only person she was kind of like me mugging was her daughter. Okay, cool. Long as I'm good. Now, as long as she ain't bad at me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in your house right now. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, even though I was. Anyway, so when it was time for her mom to leave, she said, you better be gone, or you need to be gone before I get back. And I'm like, yo, is you going out the car and coming back? No, this lady, I don't know if she left and went back to work, if she went to the grocery store, but it had to be about 10, 15 minutes. And, such and such still pushing, like, so what's up? I'm just like, yo, your mama just, I'm dipping. I'm getting up out of here, man. She already told me she want me gone. And one thing, so that was my way out right there. That was my way for me to get out of there and still somewhat save face. At least I thought. Nah, ain't no damn save face, brother. So I'm leaving. I'm trying to leave out. You gonna come back later? Like, are you gonna come back to the house later? I was just like, man, I don't know, man. I ain't really with that sneaking out and stuff like that, man. I don't want my mom to, you supposed to be a bad boy. Like, what's going on? So is that just, something you've been putting on or whatever? So she started calling me Scary Carrie. Scary Carrie. And then she got her little brother to join in on it. So they both calling me Carrie while I'm walking down the street, down her neighborhood. And I'm just like, yo, bro, go back in the freaking house. Like, what the freak is going on? Like, what are y'all on right now, man? But she's sitting there, her and her little brother just sitting there taunting your boy, man. Taunting your boy. I'm just like, yo, bro, I'm a virgin. Like, I don't know about, this stuff, like the actual act. I don't know nothing about this stuff. Anyway, kept pushing the issue. By this time, of course, she had my number. So she's sitting there texting me, and you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell all your friends tomorrow at school that you were scared. And I'm just like, yo, like, what you on right now, man? Like, so your boy literally had to have a pep talk with myself and with my Johnson. Just like, yo, bro, we gotta do something, fam. We gotta make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm low key. Like, I prefer to be left alone. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to have all these folks, you know what I'm saying, her putting that false narrative out there. And people believe in her, man. Like, your boy kind of cared back then. Now I don't give a damn. You can say whatever it is you want to say. But this is a young kid that just moved to a new neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Because we had kind of moved out of the hood. I ain't gonna say we actually moved out of the hood and moved into some decent apartments. Like, you know, that place that we moved to was really, really a blessing, man. A huge blessing. It was not too far from our football stadium where we used to play football. And those of you that know, where District 3 stadium is, y'all know how nice that stadium is. But yeah, man, I wasn't too far from the stadium. It was like in running distance, right? So, anywho, I'm getting text message after text message after text message of her clowning your boy. I mean, going in and laughing. I think that was the worst part. Laughing at her own jokes. I ain't gotta take this. I ain't gotta take this. See, with guys, it was easy. Either you gonna shut your mouth or you gonna get knocked out. With women, I didn't know how to disconnect. Like, bro, just tell her lose your number now. That definitely probably would have kept her from running her mouth. But it would have saved me a world of doggone trouble, boy. Anyway, so what ended up happening was we get back and forth to texting or whatever. She's still calling me Scary Carrie. She's like, yo, I'm gonna tell everybody at school tomorrow that you were scared. This tough guy image that he's been, I'm saying, the ninth grader or the guy that got sent away, that got locked up or whatever, it's just an image. Like, when I tell you this mug, like, I don't know what type of time she was on, man, but that mug was going in, dog, by any means necessary, boy. Whew, we gonna do a part two to this, man. We gonna do a part two to this because I need to get myself back together after having to relive that. But yeah, that was pretty much the beginning of basically me being forced into doing something that I didn't want to do, man. She got your boy, dog. She got your boy. Look at me sounding like a victim. You a victim? Hey, what's going on, y'all? What up, man? Oh man, you talking about something hilarious, dog. Whew. What's going on? What y'all up to? What's good? What's good? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me. Are we on? Are we on Wi-Fi? Am I tripping? Hello.
I can hear you fine.
Oh, I guess Tina ain't got back yet. What's going on, bro? What up, man?
What's going on, my dog?
Chilling, chilling, man. Had a pretty busy, productive day. Um, Tina actually she joined in on a workout today, man. We got a chance to get it in at Planet Fitness. We end up going down to Rock Hill
Mm-hmm.
and and worked out there, man. When I tell you, man, I love that Planet Fitness in Rock Hill. Like I don't get a chance to visit that mug as often, but yeah, man, they got a nice little facility down there. It's huge, plenty of space. Didn't have to wait on any machines, which was huge, man. But yeah, got a nice little workout in, man. We got to get you in next week, bro.
Yeah, man. Man, after what happened Monday, man, I
Hello,
was like, ain't no way, man.
hello, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Did y'all get a chance to hear me, or was I going in and out?
Well, I was in backstage, so I heard the story while you were going.
Yeah. That's gonna definitely be a little part 2 series. Tina, you straight over there?
I'm cool.
Oh, you got everything situated and whatnot. Everything good.
Yes, everything's fine.
All right, well, so y'all tell me what's been going on with y'all, man. I've been yapping for the past 15, 20 minutes. I know people tired of hearing my stories.
Well, you got some interesting stories.
Man, man, don't I got one for you?
Oh, uh-oh. Oh,
I'm
Now,
trying to think.
no, I got the story. It's a very short story. I was just I was in awe, like, of this whole thing. I'm not gonna disclose the name, but I was having a conversation with somebody,
Mhm.
and one of them. This was like a long time ago. Um, this person had recently got like a 5-year relationship,
Mhm.
and she wanted to. She said, "I want a man. I want a man, but I don't want the title. Like, I want a boyfriend, but I don't want the title."
Oh,
And I was like, "All right, so you want friends with benefits?" She's like, "No, I want to have a man, but I don't want him to have the title attached." So you want a friends with benefits? And she kept denying it, and then she was going into details talking about her roster, and she said, like, I want them to be focused on me. I want them to have, like, I want them to be talking to me, but I don't want them to talk to anybody else. And I was like, that don't make any sense. I'm pretty sure that they are talking to somebody else too. Well, if they talking to somebody else. I just don't need to know. Whew.
boy, I tell you, boy. Man, listen, the nerve of these mofos. The nerve of these mofos.
And set up there to say that you not like that you, man, I couldn't. It was
Can't wrap your
like
head around it.
no, it was not wrapping my head around. It was like it's like I'm surprised, but I'm not.
Dang, hamburger, boy. Good grief. Well, what's been going on with y'all, man? What's been going on with y'all? How has y'all week been?
Uh, a long, productive week. Glad that it's over.
Okay, okay.
It's been a variety. I know that sounds like I butchered that word. But yeah, it's been a multitude of different things going on. Man, I was on the top of my mind right now is one of my good, I guess you could say she a good friend or at least a good coworker. He no longer works at the spa anymore. So ain't gonna be able to see her face. We have this little thing what we do when we see each other. It's kind of you just kind of acknowledge each other, but it's like Lexus, Tina.
That's what's up, man.
I'm gonna miss that. But everything else been pretty cool. Uh pretty chill, pretty productive. Working on getting some routines and set. And did oh, I'm looking for a book. I forget what the name of the book called though. But I'm on the search for my next book to read or listen to, most likely to listen to. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I ain't mad at it. That's what's up. Anything interesting happen with you? Happen with any one of y'all this week? Anything we need to do about it? Anything crazy?
Anything, anything.
I don't know if I should say it because I sound like a big kid if I say this. Uh, so how can I put this? All right, so Sunday, um, so you know how I told you about how I like to dabble in other things on like other podcasts and other like subjects that I talked to you about the care.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I watch this podcast every Sunday, whatever they talking about, and they had like an open mic. So they was like, "Hey, if you want to join, here's the link. We'll get you in if we can."
Mm-hmm.
And got in on the podcast, and I was on there for like the last 2 hours.
Hey, okay, okay.
So it was pretty fun.
Hey, okay, okay, okay. That's what's up. Yeah. So how was it, man? Like, were you nervous at all? Did it take you a little minute for you to warm up, or? And yeah, I think they do know they on live. Yeah, just a little heads up, y'all. Yeah, we are live on what is it, Katie the Great's YouTube channel as well. But yeah, we live on the podcast. They know. And shout out to BP21 for coming through, man, with the chat. What's good, my friend? We about to get into it. We about to get into it. People around that on live to get a shout out. Can I get a shout out? Absolutely. Yes, Diddy, they do know. They do know. All right, man. Hey, can y'all hear me? It just seems like I don't know if it's a little delay or what's going on.
I can hear you fine, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it is a little bit of like a delay. Not like audio echo delay, but it does kind of seem like it is one.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the very first. If you want to, if you can, it should be on the desktop. Um, the little clip for Diddy. Y'all, we got to get into this Diddy situation, man. When I tell y'all, for the last past 2 to 3 days, I've been, having people comment below, and that's been probably the most comments I've been getting is about Diddy. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the Diddler. It should say like P Diddy something. I don't know. Hold on, wait a minute. You from what up? What up? What up? Oh yeah, we gonna get that up out of here. Somebody says, "Cute, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you." Um, appreciate the love and support, man. We got a lot of people tuning in over here right now. Got some likes and whatnot. Appreciate the likes. I appreciate it. Okay, okay, okay. Somebody say, "Where are you from?" You got. Let me know if you need any help, Tina. I can walk you through it.
Yes, I'm a
So you would go to share, um, share content. Let me know when you clicked on share.
present or share.
Yeah, I mean either way, you should be able to the same way you would do the what's
Okay.
the name.
All right.
All right, and then at the top it should say like it should have like three tabs. One of them is
Chrome tab, window, entire screen.
yeah. So not entire screen. Tap on. You got to go to the desktop and tap on that what's the name and click to like open it. Should be able to. No, my friend. No, I ain't even gonna entertain that. Kings of Games said the moon roof is fire. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, this is called a panoramic roof. Say it again.
Huh? I didn't
What you say?
think
You already clicked on it?
it was playing.
No, it should be playing. Did you like click on it to bring it up?
Hmm.
Is it on screen? Do you see it? Do you see the video?
I see I see the video. But it's not through what you just told me to go through.
Yeah. Listen. It's on the desktop. You're gonna click on it, and it should open up. Like the video itself should open up so you see the screen. I'm not saying you're gonna see it through anything else.
So go back to present.
No. Don't worry about that. Just go to the desktop, click on the video, and the video should pop up. It shouldn't be playing yet. Just click on it. Christine said you are fine and well spoken. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a blessed day and greetings. Okay, okay. Is that Romania? Okay, okay. Shout out to y'all, man. Hope everything is good over there. Hope y'all got some decent weather. Nah, Johnny, whatever your name is. No, this is not my friend.
Um,
Is the do you see the video on screen?
I see the video on screen.
Okay, all right. So the video is on screen now. Go back to StreamYard,
Okay.
and it's not gonna be tab. What's the other two things again?
Uh,
Entire screen and what else?
window
Window. Do you see that window open now or no? Is that available?
to pull it up.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. Is it popping up? All right, then just do entire screen and then just share it. Yeah, click on entire screen and then yeah, now people be able to see it. So now yeah, just go to the video real quick and then you can just play it. All right, so for this YouTube channel, hopefully you guys will be able to hear. This is Diddy. Wait, before we get into that, but what are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts on this Diddy situation before we get into all that?
Bro, I've already said it was gonna eventually come to the light, and he was eventually gonna get caught. So
What you referring to about getting caught about what?
when that video came out, and everybody whoever spoke out in regards to him and what he used to do and what he has done, there was no doubt in my mind that he was gonna get caught up and something was gonna happen.
So you referring to the video of him and Cassidy?
Yeah, Cassie. Yeah,
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it's just like I remember saying a while ago. It's just this is a repeated cycle of things like, when Art Kelly, when that documentary came out in regards to him and all that, and all the ladies that spoke up and what he was doing. Eventually he got end up getting arrested and
Yeah.
going to jail and doing time, and seemed like that's the same thing that's looking for Diddy.
Okay. Okay. I think because he hasn't see here's the thing, the disconnection that I'm having with all of that, because they didn't pull him into court for that, like, hitting on, abusing, women or whatever. That's not what he's been locked up for. He's been locked up for, they got, what is it called, Rico. They got the Rico boys out for him. But I wanted to hear from Tim. What are your thoughts on this Diddy situation before we kind of jump into it? All I can say, hold on, wait a minute. Didi said, all I can say is, damn, Diddy, why you have to turn out like that? I'm just disappointed in the whole situation. Even more sad for the victims. Interesting, interesting. I love it. 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 And Didi also said, in sex trafficking. I really want to get into that. We're gonna definitely talk about that. What happened to Kobe? Did he drop out?
Uh, shoot.
It's all good. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this Diddy situation?
Well, I mean, I'll say it's unfortunate that there's people out here that just take advantage of people in general. Um, and then and I mean, even if it is true or not, it's just the simple fact that there's people out here that doesn't really have your best interests at heart. You could say that they are just, the world is their oyster because they may have the money or the status, and they just like power. And if you're not mentally prepared for these types of positions, these types of roles, I don't want to say positions, but these types of roles.
My bad, y'all. My bad. That's crazy. Positions is crazy.
If you're not mentally prepared or mentally sound in who you are, as hopefully as a uh mm,
A person, an artist. We got you.
yeah,
We got you.
person, artist. Well, I was going to like add an adjective of the word sane. I don't want to use insane, but sound, healthy, um, with good intentions and morals. Uh, you could kind of go off the beaten path and then go off the beaten path and you know harm people, hurt people, and you may not see it as direct, but it does trickle down. It can trickle down because there's a lot of other stuff being to um brought to the court cases, to the court case, to the judge, and to the attorneys, and all of that. And it's just I really say that it's unfortunate for everybody until you can kind of like pinpoint where it all came from, where it all started from. It's just how they saying it in a way, even he is a victim. And it's sad for everybody, him and people, and the folks that's coming up, their families. And it's social media, and folks seem to enjoy, I'm gonna say enjoy, you
What's going
know
on, Emily?
bashing people and coming at people all kinds of ways without looking at the big picture. And I don't be want to comment on certain stuff because like you don't know the big picture. You only know what's being given to you. Like you don't really know the whole story. And they there's some stuff is just still probably under wraps. So I get what I get it, as far as like, you know, people
You're
defending as victims. But at the same time, I'm like, I think some of it may be discussed today too, but like, apparently he's a puppet too.
facts. I wanted to chime real quick. Diddy said sex trafficking. Diddy also says he's getting what he deserves, but it's still a bad day for hip hop. I'm gonna dissect all of this stuff, man, because I wanna really do a deep dive into having this conversation, and y'all know that I'm going to approach it from the opposite end, because I don't want to live in an echo chamber, and I want to make sure that we actually having a conversation instead of us just agreeing with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm gonna go ahead, take the back seat in this doggone thing, and take a different approach. And I do know that a lot of people are gonna feel some type of way about this. All right. So anyway, uh, let me see. Your was good. Damn, I just missed everything you said. Had a phone call. It's all good, man. It's all good. I haven't got a chance to speak just yet. But what's going on, everybody? Anyway, what's going on? Hello from Ukraine. What's going on? What up? What up? What up? Hey, everybody. Hi. So let's do a deep dive into this thing, right? Because I know a lot of people were talking about the victims and stuff like that. According to those documents and everything, because on one end of the spectrum, like the government was saying, that they had a lot of people that were coming forth and all this. But if you really look at them documents, I believe it was said that they pretty much only have really one person that has that they pretty much have like some solid evidence and things like that. Everybody else is pretty much sounds like they just trying to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? This dude is on his way out the door. Let me try to get as much money. Let me try to get it in while I can. Oh, and I think the thing that I'm missing right now is I understand that we've seen Diddy running down the hallway full speed in a sprint with a towel on, some socks, and and you know, he did that thing with Cassidy, you know, got into it with Cassidy, and he put his hands on her, which I completely, you know, disagree with. You should never put your hands on anybody, male or female. That's a complete no. He was definitely wrong for that. But technically, she got paid for that. Now these new charges, sex trafficking. So they say. So explain to me what's wrong with somebody flying somebody out, flying another grown adult out to have sex. Like the people and allegedly he pretty much hired sex workers, you know, to fly out, make it do what it do, gave them some money and sent them back home. How is this any different from those people that literally get online and, you know, they out here getting flown out, getting their backs beat out? A guy giving them some money and send them back on their merry way. Is there any difference to that? Because technically, wouldn't that be classified as sex workers or sex trafficking or whatever? Because now, if I want to say somebody looked up sex trafficking, and I think it had a lot to do with people that are not willing. Like you're not willing, like you're not doing this out of your own free will. But all these people that got involved with Diddy were grown, especially the people that they talking about right now. Like we ain't gonna get into all the rest of it. This dude is over here grabbing this woman's butt, bro. Relax. Good grief, brother. But yeah, y'all please explain this to me, because it's a huge disconnection right now that I'm trying to understand. You know, and yes, this guy is freaky. He is freaky as heck. I'm talking about this is some freaky ish that, you know, we ain't gonna never be doing no mess like this. But again, why should he be locked up for being freaky with willing participants, allegedly? Let me know. Please break that down to me. Okay, so Diddy said, people said, all right, so Diddy said, please listen to the actual reports of what he did. Sex trafficking is not to be taken lightly. And I respect that. I respect that wholeheartedly. I agree. Things like that should not be taken lightly. You know, people that are sex trafficking, again, if we look at sex trafficking by definition, like, I'm not saying forget those reports, but before we get into it, like, let's define what sex trafficking is. Sex trafficking has something to do with you basically doing something with somebody, you know, without their own free will. These are grown adults that know exactly what it was, because most of the people that they're speaking with, P. Diddy hired. Listen, I did some research on the stuff. What he did was he went through a third party, so these are paid entertainers to go out there and entertain Diddy and his girlfriend. How many people on this earth have not heard about Diddy and Diddy's parties? I'm pretty sure that these women were well aware that, and it even said it. The third party, I even heard allegedly, listen, you're being paid to go out there and entertain them. Now, if you decide to have sex with those people, then that's on you. You know, that's more money in your pocket. If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. We can't legally, you know, monetize or pay you for or whatever. If you want to do that, cool. But I'm telling you right now, the service that you're being paid for, the reason why you're working is to entertain that celebrity and his girlfriend. They knew that when they flew out. So you telling me that these men or women that flew out there knowing I'm going to go hang out with Diddy and his girlfriend, what in the world are we possibly going to do? Sit around, chill around in his mansion, like walk around and what, I don't know, eat pancakes, coloring books. These are grown adults that know exactly what it is they're doing. So I'm still having a hard time, and y'all know I'm always open to the possibility that I'm wrong. So feel free, if you want to chime in anytime, Tina, please let me know. Break it down to me. Help me to understand, as a grown adult, as a paid entertainer that went out there, you telling me that they did all of that stuff willingly, but they weren't willing to have intercourse for money, allegedly. And keep in mind, P. Diddy is a billionaire, not a millionaire, but a billionaire. You telling me most of these people that are being paid to go and entertain, he throw them a couple of $100, they ain't gonna bust it open for a real one? Come on, fam. I don't I don't see that. I see so many people online that can be bought. Like they said, most people have a price tag. Most people do. Most people, you throw a certain amount of money at them and they will do anything. And I see it in YouTube. I see it or I've heard about it like on OnlyFans. People would do anything for likes, for clicks, for views, for money. That's just how it is.
Um, I can't go against nothing you said. uh, well, yeah, with putting it that way, definitely. Um, mm, I am trying to sit here and kind of like,
So
defend these people. If you're looking at it in that way, and that's what I was thinking a little bit when, um, well, before you started saying this. At the same time, they are grown individuals that can make their own decisions. And apparently, like you were saying, that they were a part of a company or organization or however. So, hmm, yeah, yeah, like, mm,
hi from India. What's good? What's good? What up? What up? What up? What's going on from Ukraine? Okay. Man speaks facts. See, listen, they hear it over there.
mm,
I don't know if that's Mr. or Mrs. I'm gonna say either Mr. or Mrs. says Mrs. Owens or Mr. Owens said, "Only in America." I don't know how true that is either, my friend. Yeah, I don't know how true that is. You know what I'm saying? But okay. So Diddy also said, plus he secretly recorded the acts and used it to blackmail folks. This is all alleged, right? And if he did do that, then yes, he is wrong. But that does not give them the right to lock that man up for it, because the charges that he's facing, he could face up to life in prison. And if you're telling me, I had sex willingly with someone for whatever reason, and or let's just say, he had sex allegedly, with somebody for whatever reason, and he recorded it secretly, then that's a different type of charge, and that's not federal. That's something that they'll be able to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely not looking at the type of time that they trying to get that man a doggone a basketball jersey, a football jersey. You know what I'm saying? And me approaching this thing from the opposite end, I still don't hear.
So which part is federal? Like what is his basically
So
what is his federal charges?
so I can give you a breakdown. So it becomes sex trafficking when you go from state. Well, yeah, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but when you go from state to state, they can't. They don't have jurisdiction to go from North Carolina to South Carolina. Like, it has to be a federal case. It has to be like a bigger reason, a bigger issue or whatever for the federal government to go after you. And if you're flying somebody out from South Carolina to, I don't know, Nevada or whatever, then that's when that start becoming something that the federal government has to deal with. Like, that's a bigger problem. That's a bigger issue or whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just out here just talking at this moment. But yeah, um, I'm still not seeing it, man. I'm still not seeing it through. I'm a C student. I am a C student, and one thing about me is I always try to focus on. We're gonna zero in on that word. What does that word mean? Before we move on to what a person is being accused of. When we start talking about people are misogynistic or whatever, let's really look at that word and see what that is, and see if that actually aligns with what you are saying about this person. This person is a I don't know whatever they are. Like, let's look this thing up and see if that actually applies. And most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, when you do stuff like that, a lot of people's arguments start to break down. It don't make sense, fam. It don't make. And listen, I'm not one of them people that's advocating for Diddy, but I'm always gonna be that person that always try to look at the opposite end of the spectrum, ask those questions that most people don't ask, and hopefully we can come to some type of common ground, some type of understanding or whatever. Because oftentimes we get into these conversations and it's pretty much just, I'm just gonna agree with you. Like, yeah, that sounds good. No, I'm gonna ask questions. I wanna know. You say somebody is doing this, then let's go ahead and dig into it. And the reason why, and I know Kobe said something about what was it? R. Kelly. He said something about R. Kelly, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the same is yeah, I don't think the same is gonna apply. I think that, in R. Kelly's issues, a lot of people that were coming out or whatever, like, these were underage. No, Diddy was allegedly, dealing with people that were of age. Again, the documents and everything, they're basically talking about sex workers. And people try to throw that Cassidy thing in there. I think that he's wrong for that. I think that he is wrong. And I think that technically she got paid for that. She got paid for that. And I'm not saying that that's justified like that. Yeah, that served justice to me. I feel like she should have got a lick back. You know what I'm saying? You put your hands behind your back. We're going to go ahead and, handcuff you or whatnot. And she just, you know, go ham for a second or whatever. So you know what it feels like. But yeah, man, I don't really see the other end, man. Somebody please help me. I'm waiting. Like, I'm looking down at these comments. I don't see anybody. Somebody say Ava Nicole said blackmail for what? Oh, Oh, okay. Oh, my bad, Didi. You did say secretly recorded people. Again, if he did do that, then he should be punished for that. And again, that's a completely different charge from sex trafficking. And he used it to blackmail folks. It's like this, right? As grown adults, and I'm not saying that he's the devil, all right? But if you know somebody to be the devil, it's like signing your life over. If I get in bed with this person, I mean, what are we doing here? We're not gonna sit here and act like P. Diddy has been a stand-up citizen, since he's came out. We're not gonna sit up here and act like, what I'm saying, we haven't heard about them doggone Diddy parties. Like, this dude has literally been saying things that you just like, yo, the hell is going on, man? We've seen countless interviews, not just of other people talking of, damn it, my bad. Not just of other people talking about it, but this man himself was telling people, "Yo, come party with me." No, I mean like party, like what his eyeball like, "Hey, come party with me." You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Man. As grown adults, we got to take accountability. We have to take accountability for that, man. What the heck? Oh Lord. Man, speaking facts. I'm just want to apologize, y'all. I know the internet is going in and out. My bad, my bad. Um, we do have a few more comments. We may have to move a little bit closer. I do apologize, man. Daggum. Yeah, we got to move a little bit closer. Let's go a little bit closer to Camp North, man. Let's go. You got anything else you want to add to this thing?
No.
We're gonna get into this video because I do want y'all to hear it. I do want y'all to hear it, but before we get into that thing real quick, I want to address a few more comments before we really get into this thing. Yeah, Ava Nicole, yeah, everybody been talking about this little blackmail situation, was saying that he was using those tapes to blackmail, which I'm not saying that he didn't. All right. I'm not saying that Diddy didn't do anything that anybody has accused him of. All I'm saying is the things that people have been accusing him of, I think that it's been like misconstrued. I'm just like, yo, that's not the same. Like what y'all are accusing this man of is two different things, two different charges. It's not nowhere near as, again, when you start looking at it as far as like time goes. Like, okay, yeah, said you're tall, dark, and chocolate, by the way. Okay. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate y'all from Texas. Hey, I appreciate the comments, but we trying to have a little conversation here. We can get, those comments or whatever, that'll be good. Um, what questions need to be asked about the video where Diddy beat Cassidy? But that's not the issue that's being had right now. That that case has already been settled. He's already pretty much paid for that. What they are accusing him of, or allegedly, what they say that he has done, it has to do with like that RICO stuff, sex trafficking and racketeering and all this other stuff. But from what it sounds like, he's just been a freaky mofo that's been doing some freaky ish with people that have willingly given themselves to that situation, allegedly. And why is that a crime? I don't understand how that's a crime. If you have willingly participated in a sexual activity as a grown adult, why in the world is this man being punished? I don't get it. Because he's a billionaire? That's what it sounds. It sounds like it's just a cash grab. It sounds like it's a cash grab and people just trying to get some money. That's what it seems like. I'm happy seeing because I don't have. Okay, right. I'm happy someone's seeing it because I don't have a platform to do so. Yeah, Candace. Again, I'm not. Listen, I'm not. I'm definitely not advocating for Diddy. Not advocating for anybody that has putting their hands on a woman or anybody putting their hands on anybody, and people that are breaking the law. But what I'm saying is, just explain to me how this is breaking the law and also explain to me why they're trying to put so much time, like give that man so much time for basically just being freaky. It's a lot of freaky mofos out here. In that case, if mofos getting locked up, getting life sentences to fly somebody out, do what they got to do, and then send them on their merit, a willing participant, come on, man. Come on, dog. I need some help right now. I need some help.
So
Oh.
I'm gonna see. So I read on, well, this is Wikipedia though. Racketeering is a
Hmm.
type of organized crime in which the perpetrator set up a coercive, fraudulent, extort. I can't read,
You
or
good now? You good?
otherwise coordinated scheme or operation to repeatedly or consistently collect a profit. So
That man ain't getting no profit out of there. I ain't getting no profit. All he got is baby oil. That's what it sounds like. All that man got is baby oil, KY jelly. He just slipping and sliding everywhere, man. Hey, again, I don't agree with it, but that's his freaky. Like,
so where I'm stretching to try and I guess connect it is
Mhm.
the workers may actually just been doing their job, but it was they were more like pawns in his scheme because whoever he could be blackmailing may have been involved in the type of parties, unless you're talking about just the incident um, with saying that there was just one that or whoever that was coming to entertain just him and another person. But if it's like referring to um the blackmailing part, I would say that the females were just probably there as pawns, being in there, like just temptation. So the recording part is evidence that they were involved or, in compromising one of these positions. But so there really was involved. So it's like the not really the act, but the
Mhm.
intention
Mhm.
is the racketeering part, the trafficking part. It's kind of where
So,
I'm.
so again, I'm a C student. You know what I'm saying? I know, racketeering. Everybody's like, yo, it's a lot of people that ain't never heard about no damn racketeering. Don't know what the hell it is. So what I'm trying to understand is you have a guy, a billionaire, right?
Mhm,
That has security. He got somebody that he pays to cook. He got somebody that he pays to clean. This, that, and the third, or whatever. That's pretty much just around his house doing whatever it is. So this man is he being punished because of he's been able to generate wealth and been able to leverage his wealth into doing things that most people do already? Like, is he being punished because of that? Because again, these are willing participants. I can understand if these people showed up to that house because they even said, listen, the Diddy party don't start till later on. Like, listen, you come to Diddy's party, you just need to leave before a certain time. That's what they say. If
mhm,
you stay after, I don't know what time, let's just throw a time out there. If you stay after 3 o'clock, then just know it's going down. You know what I'm saying? And you can either choose to participate or you can get the F out. It's completely up to you. Not once did anybody say anybody has had to do anything by force. He hasn't forced anything. I've heard nothing about anybody saying, he forced me to do this. Let me know, y'all. Let me know down in the comments. Has anybody said that? I went to a Diddy party or whatever. Let me not say that. This person went to a Diddy party and they were forced to do things that they didn't want to do. Let me know, y'all. Let me know down in the comments. I'm just trying to figure it out. Right? We living in a world of sexy reds, Meg the Stallion. Come on with it. I don't understand this either, but he was drugging people. That's different. But I don't think Wait. Allegedly, he's been. So y'all got to help me to understand. When did this come out? I've heard nothing about people saying that he drugged them, meaning he drugged them without them knowing. Now, did they put some blow on the table and say, "Hey, if you want to participate, you know what I'm saying, you're more than welcome." Might make you feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't think, man. I think a lot of people are trying to play that doggone that victim game. I don't think that most of those people in those rooms were victims. Most of these people signed up for it, and I'm trying to figure out what's so curious to me. These things happened 10, 15, 20 years ago. Cassidy comes out, says something. Now, every, yeah, comes out and says something. Now, everybody else is coming out and saying something. I call cap, man. I call cap. I don't think that most of these people are telling the truth. I think that they all in it to get something out of the deal, and yeah, I just think most of these people are capping. Was drugging again. If he allegedly if he was drugging people, that's different. But I have not heard anybody, not one person say, "Listen, Diddy put something in this person's drink." Not one person that I know of has came out and said anything like that. Not one person has said that he has tried to drug or he has drugged them. Let me know. Again, I do a lot of research. I do a lot of consuming content. Let me say that. I don't care who you are, where you're from, you know what I'm saying? If it got 2 views, 10, 15, 1,000, a million, I'm gonna click on it, I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna pay attention to that person's body language, and we're gonna try to see if this story aligns with what they talking about. Because I'm one of them people. Listen, I try to approach everything with an open mindset. Okay, all right. I'm willing to hear it out, but it gotta make sense. It has to make sense. Katie, you don't know what he got out of it. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, again, this is how I approach everything. I don't know what he has going on. So I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Like
Kobe in there. What's going on, Kobe? How long have you been in the back, dog?
For a little minute. I was listening in.
my
Okay,
face.
hold on. Let me finish reading this comment real quick. The blackmailing was obviously working. Listen, here's the thing about blackmailing, man. If you took a payday, if somebody said, "Listen, I'm gonna give you $100,000 if you don't say nothing,"
Hush
right?
money.
Right. If you took that hush money, fam, your story, you don't need to say nothing else. Like if you stand on your principles, your morals, your values, and things like that, money can't buy. Like, listen, no, I'm standing 10 toes down, fam. You wrong. You are wrong. And if that person take that money, you can't say anything in a court or in my personal opinion. You can't say nothing. You can't say nothing to me either. If you allow a person to bribe you with money, nah, fam, nah. Now, if
Uh,
it's for something like your life or something like that, then I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to live another day. I understand that. He's been doing it for years. I've heard. Allegedly, he has. So these people know. These people, like you willingly, you knew what time it was when you pulled up to P Diddy's house, when you accepted to be flown out. You know, you knew all of this stuff in advance. He's been doing it for years, and people know about this dude's track record. It's not anything new. This is the issue that I'm having with other grown adults that's well aware of the situation before they step into it. You already knew what it was before you stepped in them doors. All bets are off. Dick swinging, ball swinging. I mean, hey, when you stepped in the door, hey, it's over. You down, you downplaying his motives and actions. I'm not. I'm not. I told you I'm gonna approach this thing from a different perspective. If y'all can shine a light on something and make it make sense, I'm willing to hit. Listen, this is what these ears is for. These big old ears is here to listen. I don't mind listening. What's going on, my friend? Go ahead, Kobe. My bad.
I'm a chime in real quick on that because you said if a person gives you hush money, then you're not supposed to talk. In some
Yeah,
cases, man, I'm
you
just being
can.
honest.
You
Yeah,
can.
yeah, you can, but normally guys that are accustomed to stuff like this, when they do stuff and if it goes past a certain point where it can get reported,
Mhm.
then he gonna give her some hush money. But also you gotta look at it as that, like, sometimes they make them sign an NDA.
Mhm. Willingly. So
And
they're willingly signing an NDA. This
yeah,
person, this grown adult, is willingly signing. Okay, I'm just making sure we clear it up. You're doing all of this out of your own free will. But
yeah,
continue,
cause
Fred.
like it's not even because, like, sometimes if it's like it's almost in a sense, if a person, if, like I said, if Diddy is flying a woman out and everything, and she stay past a certain time, and she experienced the Diddy party, as everybody say, and things
And
start
two.
going to, yeah, and stuff start to go way too far, and you in a spot where, like, oh, I'm finna go tell somebody because this is ridiculous, and then he be like, well, I'm gonna give you some hush money, and that's it. But some people now, they'll, like, say, I give you this hush money and you gotta sign this NDA where you
Mhm.
can't disclose none of this stuff.
You got a
And
choice.
it's, yeah, but sometimes people will sign that NDA, and then if this stuff takes it to court or goes to trial, every person can say, well, it's almost just like with like what happened with what has happened with a couple of women, like a couple of women that are dating celebrities or athletes and stuff like that,
But
where,
see,
like, they
here's
got,
the thing. Hold on, Cole. Hold on. Here's the issue. What I'm having with all of that, man. When you sign that NDA, when you take that hush money, to me, I can't trust what you say. I can't trust you because you're not a person that stands on those morals, those values, and things like that. You're willing to jeopardize all of that for some money. So you're willing to do something for money. A person can tell you, listen, I did wrong, right? You know that I did wrong, but I'm gonna give you this money to keep quiet. Don't say anything. To me, I can't trust that person. If you telling me if somebody did me wrong, and you know they did me wrong, and I might be in too deep, but you telling me you gonna take this doggone money instead of go tell the truth? Nah, fam. Nah, man. Nah, dog. That ain't. I can't trust nobody like that. I cannot trust. You're willing to take the money instead of just telling the truth.
I'm
You're
trying
willing
to
you're
tell
willing
you,
to sign this
bro.
NDA.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Listen, I know to you it sounds real crazy that people would take that type of money to keep their mouth shut, but you got to understand, when a person that makes that much money and has that much money, they have power.
Mhm.
So people like that can have that type of power where, like, if you decide that you don't want to keep your mouth shut, man, they can, because they can try to get rid of you on the slide.
So
Like,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hold, hold, hold. Before we even get into all of that, I'm not even going to surround myself with a person like that. When he comes in the room, I'm leaving. I don't want to be around that mess. So you already setting yourself up from the jump. You shouldn't even be going to a Diddy party. Listen, this dude don't know my name. I don't want him to know. You have no reason to even know who I am. So the fact that you're in the same room as that person, you already done pretty much you done set yourself up. When the wrong type of people come in the room, y'all seen it yesterday when I was on the live. When that loud mouth person pulled up, was yelling and screaming. What did your boy do? I got goals. I'm out. There's no reason for me to be here anymore. Like you got to have that awareness as a grown, mature adult. Don't be around that.
do a lot of people have that maturity as an adult? Because a lot of people can see all. Because sometimes, like, let's be real, bro. Let's go back. Let's go back to high school and college, bro. Let's go there.
Okay.
We know that, like we go to a party or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody start and a brawl starts to go, like, it goes over. The party's over. 9 times out of 10, that stuff is gonna escalate outside. If it
Yeah.
escalates outside, somebody's gonna pull out a knife or somebody's gonna pull out a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And normally, people are normally like, it don't matter if you're near the situation, you're involved in the situation, you got nothing to do with it. but everybody's standing around. Once somebody hear a gunshot go off, everybody sprays.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, not a lot of people can be like, oh, it seems like something about to pop off. Let me go ahead and get out the way. Let me go ahead and go in a whole different direction and be gone. A lot of people don't have that mindset because everybody, especially in this generation, not everybody is equipped to be like, oh, I need to go ahead and get up out of here. Like I
So
don't need to be
those
a part
people
of
shouldn't
this.
be out in the first place then. Like, listen, if you don't have a certain type of awareness, your butt need to be in the house as a kid, as an adult, or what. I don't care what age. If you don't have that awareness, you should not be left unattended. Your butt need to be at home. If you're not aware that things can escalate at a party, because even when we were younger, we knew, hey, listen, there is a good chance that a fight gonna break out. When they start playing
Because
knuck if
we
you buck,
because we know
when
that.
they start playing, exactly. So if you already know,
We
once they
know
start
that.
playing knuck if you buck and all that other stuff, you shouldn't be there in the first place. That's
Okay,
their problem.
okay, that's true. But the reason why I say that, us, like you being at the age you at, me and all the three of us at the age that we are, we grew up where like we knew like if you know something about the pop off and stuff start to go sideways, we were out. We
But
were
listen,
out. We
but
were
listen,
gone.
check it, Kobe, check it. Before we even got to the party, before we even got to the part, when my homeboy hit me up, hey, Key, I need for you to roll out with me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be me, such and such and such and such. Such and such gonna have a gun outside just in case something pop. We knew before even going to that doggone party, if this happened, we already ready. You know what I'm saying? We already prepared. Like you know these things as a kid, like you know right from wrong, you know danger, and you know what's gonna be
Right.
safe. It's safer for me to stay my butt at home. If I go to this party, there's a good chance that something can happen. And what I'm saying, to tie this thing back into this Diddy party and stuff, we are talking about grown adults that is well aware of those situations, and they made the choice to be involved. Let's just say, quote unquote, get involved, allegedly get involved with the devil. You already knew you got in bed with the wrong person. You shouldn't have got in bed with him. Hold on, let me read some of these comments real quick. Yeah, I think we all. Oh, this is at Didi. At Didi, I think I think we all are just trying to figure it out. And if he's been doing this for so long, and it's such a monster, why is it just coming out? Great question. Those covering it up should be in trouble as well. I agree. Um, Bill said, "Good evening." It was forceful. How was it? So I want you to explain to us, how was it forceful? If these people knew, if these people pretty much signed up for it, just let me know, how was it forceful? He hired prostitutes. Okay, so you're saying allegedly that he paid for sex. He paid for people that already do this. They get paid to do what? Not talk. They get paid to have sex. So how was it forceful? The first thing you said was it was forceful. And then the second thing you said was he hired prostitutes. Make it make sense. All right. Next, he used footage for blackmail. Wait until he starts talking. Again, all of this stuff is alleged. We're not saying that this stuff is true, but I want you to make it make sense. Everyone knows the industry. Everybody knows the industry level is level. So you say willing. Yes, you just said hired. Hired prostitutes. What is a prostitute's job? Is it not
Transactional.
to have sex? Let me know, Bill. I'm just asking questions. Listen, I might say I'm passionate, but I need to get a better understanding, because you say one thing and then the very next thing that you say, it was a contradiction. It was forceful. Two, he hired prostitutes. Make it make sense. All right. The next comment we have, I'm gonna hurry up, man. Global said they have, brother, what are you doing? How are you today? Greetings from Turkey. Thank you so much, Turkey. They love you here. Thank you. I appreciate. Listen, man. Hey, I rock with the Turks, man. I definitely rock with the Turks. They some cool people. April, whatever, I don't know how to say her last name, accused him of drugging and raping her. Interesting. Okay, so that's something new. I'll take a look at that. I'm not familiar who this young lady April is, but I'll look into it. He was her mentor in New York while she was in fashion school, allegedly. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check that out. But let me ask you this question, right? Because we're talking about what sex trafficking and things like that. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna do my research before I throw any type of counter out there. Let me do my research because again, I'm always open to the possibility that I'm wrong, but I'm gonna ask questions. Somebody talking about Diddy gonna oil somebody up. Ha! Y'all messy.
Man, listen,
You are
everything
messy.
the way like let's okay, let's shed some light on this real quick.
Hold on.
Understand that
Let me read this comment real quick, Kobe. Then you
yeah.
can go. Candace Morton. I know you've been waiting for a while. My bad. Says sex trafficking is forcing men or women to have sex without their consent. Right? Yes. All right. Go ahead, Kobe. My bad. There is no
I,
trafficking.
yeah, all I'm saying is that let's just shed some light on this because evidently a lot of people want to speak on this matter, but if you realize stuff like this has been happening for years, and a lot of people were not able to make it to live the day where they were able to be exposed to any type of sex trafficking, anything that was done transactionally. Like none of this stuff really has not came to the light until like I would say 2020. Like this, like
Yeah.
2020 pretty much started where everything that has been done and has been put under the rug has been coming out.
I agree.
Like like you got R. Kelly. Then you had that whole situation with Nickelodeon where people were
Ellen.
feeling like,
Ellen.
oh
Make sure we throw Ellen DeGeneres in there too.
yeah, like
Ellen
that came
DeGeneres.
out. Trey songs. Um, like it's starting to be a lot more stuff that's starting to come out. Like literally,
Harvey
bro. Like I'm
Weinstein.
like Harvey Weinstein. They had a show about it. They literally had a TV show of a lady that was the reporter getting the information to state that he was doing all this stuff. And it's so crazy to me because just like just not even maybe like in 2022 like I'm about like it's kind of the same thing in some way but it's different. Like okay, like wrestling for example, the chairman over the company, Vince McMahon, he had resigned from his position because he had allegations in regards of like having an affair with a woman and he gave her hush money.
Mm-hmm.
And he came back and then this stuff started to really pop off and he immediately like removed himself completely from the company. And now you got all these women, everybody that were a part of that company at one point saying like, oh, he was doing this and he was doing this and he was doing that. And most every person that said that it was money involved, transaction.
All
So
right,
it's
hold
like,
on. Let me read this real quick. Ginger, shout out to y'all. Appreciate you for chiming in. We saw him beat the crap out of a girl on video. We keep going back to this. Again, yes, he is wrong for putting his hands on a young lady. Again, anybody is wrong for putting their hands on anybody. You should never be putting your hands on anybody. But that young lady already took payment for that. We are speaking about these current charges about what they're trying to put on him, the sex trafficking charge or whatever. All of these other new charges that could possibly land him in jail for life. And somebody asked, "Am I a Diddy supporter?" No, I am not. Honestly, I think that this young man was wrong again for putting his hands on Cassidy. I don't think that under any circumstances should you be putting your hands on anybody. But these new charges that they done came up with, I don't see where any of this can be classified as sex trafficking. And somebody actually dropped some comments down below. Let me go ahead and read these real quick. There is MK said there is no trafficking. Either you great or not. These are not teen girls that were kidnapped. Facts. An adult willingly getting on an airplane to go to a party with celebrities is not tracking. Shout out to MK. Shout out to MK. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Or help me to understand how that is. Candace says if you're hanging out with a man and he puts something in your drink to take. So wait a minute. Again, I've not heard any stories. Again, I'm gonna look, but I've not heard any stories of nobody putting no drinks and I mean putting nothing in anybody's drink. But when you're around guys like P. Diddy, what do you think is gonna happen? I don't get this. Like, what do you think? Do y'all really believe that again, P. Diddy is one of those stand-up type of guys. You're telling me that these grown adults that go to these Diddy parties, and he's spoken about it in public, and I'm pretty sure he was talking about it during the party. Listen, at such and such time, y'all, it's going down. At such and such time, it's going, and if you stay, then you know, hey, it's about that time. Like they literally, I've heard people say at 3 o'clock or at 2 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? They will tell you it's another type of party that's gonna take place. If you want to stay, cool. It was even women that said, listen, I've heard about these things. And they alert the women and they let those women know at 3 o'clock it's going down. Take your shirt off. We want titties out, we want butt out, everything is about to go down. We about to just have a big orgy. And women have said, you know what? I'm good on that. I didn't come in here to do any of that stuff. I came to drink, have a good time, and I'm gonna leave. I'm telling you, man, I think that a lot of people are out here playing victim, and I think that it's cap. I think that it's cap, man. If you
Do
hang
you
with a
think?
man,
Do you think that's what happened? You think that's what happened between him and Young Miami?
I'm not sure. Wait, Young Miami talking about the one that he had a relationship with?
Yeah.
No, I
Do you
think
think?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that most of those situations that Diddy was in, I just my point of view. I know how people are. I'm not just talking about men or women. I know how people are. I know how people are when it comes to being around people with power, when it comes to being around people that they got money, when it comes to people being around, people that got certain exposure. People get weak in the knees and they do whatever. I'm talking whatever they want to do, and then they play victim or they talk trash after the fact. Oh, this person, you know what I'm saying, really wasn't all that. You know what I'm saying? Or they wanna start making up stuff after the fact. But in the moment, no, I think that most people, again, like Miami, was a willing participant. And the difference between Young Miami and versus those other women is when she got there, she got after the bag. She capitalized on the time that she was with him. And I think that most of those people probably should have did the exact same thing instead of being out here running the victim Olympics. That's why they out here, most of them trying to get the bag now. No, you just got some baby oil and got your bum tapped. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, what else we got? We got more comments. I'm hanging around a man and he puts something in my drink and take advantage of me. That's not okay. Nobody said that was okay. Where I come on a plane, bus, or train. Again, nobody is saying whether. I got you. I got you. Listen, I'm not one of them people that I understand what you mean. You ain't gotta correct yourself. But yeah, Candace, most of those people, again, this is one person out of every other situation that I've heard. Every other situation, not one time have I heard anybody say something about being drugged. You have brought it to my attention. This is the first person that said they've been drugged or whatever. Most of these people participated their own free will. Candace, you are describing used to be called, yeah, again, and that would be wrong if this happened. That would be wrong. But most of the people that's coming out talking about him, they're not saying that. Boy, you are right about that. That's all I'm saying. That's shout out to Pretty Boy, man. Pretty Boy Blue Water the third. Shout out to you, my friend. People with money can hide things. I think that people,
That's what I've been saying.
but
That's what I've
listen,
been saying.
I think that people without money can hide things. The thing is, a person with money can use their money to leverage that. But if you take that money, why in the heck should we trust you? You already done did something that I would look at as being completely dishonest. Why are you taking that money to begin with? You're just as wrong as that person if you did that, right or wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
Because they were drugging them. Allegedly.
You don't know that. Listen. All right. Listen. All right. All right. Y'all. Okay. Everybody. You can keep saying that he did this and he did that. We do not know if he actually drugged anybody. Nobody has came forward and said
Mhm.
that. until that has been brought up and it has been said by somebody, whoever that wants to come and confess and fess up to about what stuff that's been going on, then when it comes to that, when it comes to that aspect, he is innocent till proven guilty.
Facts, facts, facts. We got my bad. Tina, you want to go? My bad, my bad. I'm up here reading these comments. We been going in over here. We still got
No,
a lot more comments to get into, but I want to make sure we get you in here.
I mean, if I had something to say, I would probably try and chime in, but I really don't have anything to say. Well, other than like Kobe was just saying, we weren't there. I wouldn't be there, so we don't know.
Hopefully not. Now let's go.
We
Check that
don't
baby
know.
oil. See if she got some baby oil over there. No.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't know what went on in there. So I'm still thinking about the definition, but I'm thinking that if there was anything, it would more it would it land on the blackmailing part, in the alleged blackmailing part, if there was some sort of um cohort, well, some sort of, what is it saying? My bad, y'all. But
That's a good point. My bad. I'm gonna chime in, Candace, in just a second. Let uh let her finish.
yeah, I've just been sitting over here thinking about the definition, and just the, like I was saying, like if there was a intention, the women out, or the people that came over there willingly, you bring this up, years later, for what? That's my thing, for what? And if there were, or if there is people that's covering up or not saying anything, why didn't you say anything? Like, is is the are you involved in any of this stuff? Is that why you
Can't
didn't
trust
say
them.
anything?
Can't
Yeah.
trust them. That's what I'm saying. It's too many question marks, man, behind those people that took too much time to come forth, man. You've been silent this entire time, and now they see Cassidy and they got the bag. Now you want one too? That's the question. But let me go through these comments real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me go through these comments real quick, and then we're gonna get to the video. But drugging is a baseless allegation. No way of proving or disproving something that happened years ago. Shout out to MK for that. Candace says, so when he was allegedly drugging, beating, and forcing Cassie to be a part of three-way threesomes. I got you, and sleep with multiple men and women, and he's paying and flying out. That's sex trafficking. Her, right, MK? So let me answer for MK, right? Uh, just to speak to this thing, like before we get into all of that, man. At any point before, I don't understand why anybody would want to be involved with somebody like P Diddy, knowing that this guy he's not like the typical guy. Now, you know, or a lot of people know, that he has his hands on a lot of different things. He has control over, what I'm saying, maybe it's some record plays, maybe you being able to leverage yourself to get to a certain point in your career. And so let's just say, for instance, maybe people thinking, hey, I can get in a relationship with this guy and maybe be able to get something out of the deal. Few weeks, few months, few years down the line, you're doing a lot of things that you don't want to do, but you're a grown adult. You signed up for whatever crazy mess that, what I'm saying. You make that bed, you lay in that bed with whoever. Then it has to be some type of, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Let me finish reading these comments. Cassidy was with Diddy for 10 years. There's a difference between trafficking and libertine sexual lifestyles. Somebody say Black Jesus. Preach on, Black Jesus. Appreciate it, John. Thank you. Let me see. I feel you though. I do, but I'm only saying if it comes out to be true, he deserves all that he's getting. Okay, I don't disagree with that.
But
I don't. I
that's
don't
the
disagree
thing.
with it.
That's what they said though. If it comes out,
I'm
if
saying,
there's an if.
brother, can you shake me once? So if he was broke, so if he was broke, right, and all these women came out and said this, he would be under the jail. So wonder if these women were afraid to go against him, and Cassidy gave them the strength to come out. I still call Cap, man. I call Cap. You telling me that from what everybody else been saying, hundreds of thousands of people were all afraid. Nobody come, man. I just know, man. That's Cap. Nobody had the balls or the guts. It's too many strong people out here for that, man. I'm calling Cap, man. I call Cap. I think that most people probably didn't get what they really wanted out of the deal.
But who's to say that they didn't?
They probably did. They probably just trying to get more. People are greedy. I agree. But hold on. Before we get,
I'm saying who's to say they didn't try to come forth and say
oh,
something?
who said they didn't try to?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know. We honestly we don't know, man. But I'm just gonna say in this world of social media and everything, you're telling me that we're not just talking about 5 or 10 people. We're talking about hundreds of people. And the way that media work is, it don't take much for something to leak. And you know how many people would absolutely love to run with a story like this? Like, so you're telling me you got clear-cut evidence of P. Diddy doing this, that, and the third to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't take that to a news outlet. You can't put this on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can't go live and talk about this. I call Cap. I call Cap, man.
Okay.
He said I still call Cap. Okay, what you said. Forget you, those serious girls. Okay. Nah, man. No. Keep. Yo, y'all are hilarious. Go ahead and run the clip real quick. We're gonna run the clip and then we're gonna get back into this, man. So this clip is from P. Diddy.
Yeah, I love this drink. Will you put my bag? I like when you.
It's not taking up the whole screen.
Because you need to go to one of those buttons down there. It may be on QuickTime. Select QuickTime. One of those things down there. It should be a video down at the bottom, on the right hand. You should see one of those things.
Oh,
Is it on there? No, that's
that's
not it.
not it. Click it again. What do I do?
Press the X button at the top left. All right, go to QuickTime. Well, just click on that again. Click on the other video. Well, I'll tell you what. Can you right click with 2 fingers? Right click on the video real quick and then click close or something. No, it don't have close. Click open. There we go. All right, here we go. Here's the video, y'all. Run it.
Mr. Lee, yeah, I love this drink. Will you put my bag? I like when you like this, Daddy. Yeah, will you put my bag?
Start it
I
over,
like
my
when
bad.
you
Start it over.
scrambling and scraping. When you scrambling and scraping for shit. No.
Hey, start it over for me.
Look back on where I became. Did you miss me though? Yeah. Mr. Lee, yeah, I love this drink. Will you put my bag? I like when you like this, Daddy. Yeah, will you put my bag? Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. When you scrambling and scraping for shit. No. Where I look back on where I became. Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing. I miss this birthday party, man. Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday. Huh? Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man? We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party. No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying? Eyes, brother. Man. Eyes. I understand. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Yo, okay. So check this out. It's me, Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm a type of nigga. I like variety, man. And I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like, I never knew they would become what they are today. But you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, that sounded like the type of night I want to have in Vegas. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So Tyrese kept on talking. This is a fight. This is a Floyd fight, right? Yeah. And Tyrese keep on talking about like how you got to get back to church. And we just like, yo, the night ain't start. You got to get back for church. We ain't motherfucking Vegas, nigga. Like, you can go to church next week. You know what I'm saying? Sending your thing. You know what I'm saying? But we in Vegas. Don't be bringing God into this thing. Don't bring God into this situation. You know what I'm saying? F. Gary Gray is like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Ray J. So Ray J is like just really like feeling like Ray J right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, don't do that. Yeah, that's why I said pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up from right there. This I gotta pick it up from right there. Look at that. No, bro. Bro. I'm telling the story. Bro, we're intoxicated. Listen. Bro, we helping me build that beautiful, nice guy, Rastafari brand of yours, huh? I see you, man. I'm walking in.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, shout out to somebody talking about freaky. wait. ALTNC said, "Hey man, you look happy and healthy, KD. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. How is it, man? Everything is good, man. Everything is good. I appreciate you for tapping in, man. Appreciate that." Somebody, Candace say, run the clip. Yeah, run the clip. They ain't gonna talk about old freaky. You think Diddy take? Oh my goodness! Now take that. Well, backflip on him. No, so actually Diddy, from what I've heard, allegedly he's been put under what is it called, a suicide watch, which means he's pretty much by himself. They checking in on him, a lot more often than the other prisoners and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that most of the time when it's a high profile case and you're a high profile person, like you locked up, but they look out for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. They talking about he talking way too much. Man, listen. So that video, that was an interview that he did on Drink Champs. This is public. This is something that he says and he talks about to everybody. This is on a public platform. He does it all the time. This dude has not been hiding this stuff for years. He's been speaking and been openly talking about, no, we haven't party. Check my eye. Look at my eye. We haven't party. He's like, yo, Fab, when you gonna party with me, man? And Fab was like, listen, we already party. You know what I'm saying? You came and kicked it with me at my party. He's like, no, I want you to come party with me. Party. Fab like, yeah, no, I'm good on that. But I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on with Tyrese, Ray J, and all the rest of those other people that he named. That's some suspect stuff, man. But from what it sounds, I don't know if Tyrese flew himself out there, but if Tyrese, brother, if you let Diddy fly you out, if you willingly got on that plane, man, like what are we doing? Let's just talk about the thugs right now. He tried to take 50 Cent on a shopping spree. 50 Cent like, man, I buy my own effing clothes, man. Taking me on no damn shopping spree like I'm a woman, man. What's going on, dog? I'm good. You can either accept those things and possibly accept what's gonna come along. Listen, he gonna look for a return on his investment. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I'm not accepting anything from anybody. I will get it out the mud myself. Especially that guy P. Diddy. Listen, he talks about this stuff all the time, man. We not gonna sit here and act like we don't know what's going on. I was not aware. Cap. That's Cap. What do y'all think about that video?
Wow, video.
Pure comedy. Pure
Yeah.
comedy.
Call another man daddy was crazy.
Bro, come on, man.
Come on, dad. Like what? Don't call me that, bro. Don't call me that, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm finna hop in the chair, so I'm gonna put myself on mute. I'm gonna listen to everything y'all saying. All right.
Cool. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts?
That's a wild video.
You a wild boy. You, you a wild boy.
Definitely just ooh. I'ma just say, man, people lifestyles can be very different. Very different. And if that's you, that's you. Folks ain't gonna like it all the time.
Baby.
And don't try to, if they're not with it, then let it be. Just let it be, man. But wow. Oh my goodness. All right.
Crazy, boy. Candace talking about he got sloppy and men like that with power hate rejection. Oh, wait a minute. We talking about got sloppy. I don't I don't think I don't think that this dude was hiding this, man. I don't think he was hiding this stuff. I think that he been acting like this for years because yeah, that may be maybe a clip recently, like maybe from like 2, 3 years ago. But I've seen stuff with Kevin Hart, Trey Songz, early. I'm talking about early in their careers when he has gotten and said certain things. Even when it came to Mike Tyson and the Arsenio Hall show. Y'all know how old that show was. I know it done came back, but y'all know how old that show is. And when Mike Tyson was in his prime, we talking about 10, 15, 20 years ago. Like he was doing stuff for the public on TV for people to see. There's no way in the world you don't see. No, I think that this guy has been like that for the longest. The only thing is when it comes to social media now, you're just on some people are just on camera a little bit more. Some people go live a little bit more. Clips tend to go viral a lot quicker and a lot more now versus before we had the internet. But a lot of people had televisions. A lot of people seen that mess, man. A lot of people seen that mess. So I don't think that he got sloppy, man. I think he always been that way, for real. Hey, I would agree to that though. And men like that hate rejection. I agree with that. Men with power probably definitely do hate rejection because they're not used to getting rejected because they're probably so used to getting their way because of their money, their fame, their power, and things like that. Did all this stuff, but I can believe he feels entitled to that cat. Oh my goodness. I hear her say, I feel like he's entitled to that cat. Listen, he wasn't just beating down cats from what I heard, man. I mean, it's crazy work, but allegedly I heard a lot of times, it was a different type of party, if you know what I mean. I can see him getting rough and rude with women. He wasn't just like that with women. It was a guy that was on this clip that we just played. It was a Rastafarian. The guy was bigger than him, and he's sitting there pulling and tugging on that guy. And y'all know Rastafarians, man. Listen, they got a history of, hey, don't play with me like that. You can lose your life real quick. And again, this guy is bigger. The Rastafarian was bigger than him. I don't think it was just women. He was that way with everybody. If he seen something he liked, free game. Summit says, hey man, great to see you. Good to see you too, my friend. So much. I don't think ALTNC. I don't think Diddy is the most important guy. In this hierarchy, I agree. I don't think he's the most important. They spoke about a guy. I can't remember what his name is. I
Uh
cannot remember. Oh, go ahead.
Lucian.
Something like that. It's something like that. But what's my guy's name, man? Kanye West actually said something about it, and Kanye West actually said that listen, that guy that Tina just named is quote unquote Drake's baby daddy. Like he funds
certain people's lifestyle in the industry. So this guy, he's over like 70% of all music. Like he's like the CEO of some type of company. He's worth damn near 55 or 54 billion dollars. So he got a lot of money. A lot of money, a lot of power, and I've seen him take pictures with a lot of people. I don't know if them people involved, but I'm just saying. The more you get away with stuff, the bolder you get. Well, I can see that, but the thing that I'm saying is I'm not saying that he hasn't gotten bolder or sloppier over the years. What I am saying is there are clips from TV, from different TV episodes of this guy showing the exact same type of behaviors from these clips that we're seeing of recent. He's been this way for a while. And regardless if he shows it more often now versus the fact is he's shown it. The fact is it's been documented. Like we've seen this dude come out and say certain stuff and just stop talking like, oh man, I'm talking too doggone much or whatever. But this is 10, 15, 20 years ago. He been that way before YouTube. I agree. Highly likely. Let me subscribe while I'm playing. I appreciate it. Thank you. I had to come and check out your content. I appreciate you for coming through. Definitely you have provided a lot of good insight. I appreciate that. Uh, for sure. That was a good point. Yeah? Yeah. Um, I'll tell you what, because I got a million different ways that I could go with this thing. But we're gonna play one more clip and we're gonna get up out of here. This podcast is a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. Team, you want to add anything else before we move on to this next clip?
Um, Other than it's entertaining to see where people thoughts and mindset go just from what the information that's been given without them actually being in the courtroom, being the lawyers, being the individuals involved. But we can always come up with our quote unquote speculations and stuff like that. I personally I kind of just want to get to the point where it's like, okay, this is what happened. This is the evidence. I should have been a lawyer. Now stuff. But this is what happens. This is the evidence. I just want to get to the bottom of it. It's good content and stuff like that. So I can see that being beneficial just to talk about, just to discuss, to hopefully educate some folks. Do your research. That's good. Making sure that you pay attention to details and just not perform, but make a wise decision on what you do in your life, because it could come out like this. Even though, like, if you taking it and just looking at the perspective of what the trafficking, sex trafficking, and just actually looking at the details, it's like it's kind of like he's being punished just for being a freaky person. But at the same time, it's just like what you were saying, things you just kind of have to be careful with what you're doing. But as we can see, he he's a wild dude. So I just I'm just saying all of this to say this: like, if you want this type of attention, or if you just is careless, things like this could happen. If you don't, just be mindful of the choices that you make, both professionally, personally, you know, just for good sake.
Yeah, that's actually I definitely want to piggyback off of that, y'all. I know, I get passionate, I get excited. It's more about having conversations with a lot of different people. I'm just obsessed with conversation, hearing people's perspective on any topic. So I don't take any of this stuff to heart. Again, I approach things from a different perspective, just so that we can have a interesting conversation
for entertainment purposes, and also things that I would encourage for you guys to take with you, when you go out and have conversations. Always try to approach it from the other end instead of always wanting to be in an echo chamber. It's okay if people disagree with you. It's okay if people ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Challenge what you were saying or whatever. As long as they're being respectful, a conversation should be able to be had with 2, 3, 5, 13, 20 adults. We can always sit down and hopefully have a conversation, and that's just the way that I approach things. Now, I do hope when all this stuff is said and done that justice is served, whatever that looks like or whatever. Again, we are just people on the outside looking in. We all don't know what the hell went on during those parties, after those parties, or whatever. We don't know why people do the things that they do. We just come on here and we just have basic conversations. This is just basically just chopping it up with family and friends. That's pretty much how I look at this. Also trying to add value and hopefully try to open up a person's mind a little bit. Let's just have a conversation at the end of the day. That's what this podcast is pretty much all about, man. Let's just talk, let's chat, let's chop it up. We're gonna have some fun. You know what I'm saying? If we got any facts, data, statistics, we're gonna throw those things in there as well. But yeah. Definitely appreciate everybody though. I agree, man. Yeah. Facts. G-Day, mate. What's good? What's good? I'm verified. That's what's up. All right, go ahead. We got another. You can pull it up real quick if you want to share that. You can stop sharing the screen. Yeah, because it's gonna look weird. Yeah. All right. And bring up that what's the name. I do want to go through these comments real quick. Right. Agree to disagree. Honestly, I hope this is not true. I hope. Shout out to Candace. Yeah, I hope he's just extra freaky and has worked on himself since attacking Cassie. Because I don't know why I want to keep calling her Cassidy. Oh, that was actually when I was working at the YMCA. That was actually one of my coworkers. But yeah, and actually, I want to say her and Cassie actually kind of look alike, which is weird. But yeah, because I really feel bad for his kids who need their dad. I didn't think about it like that, but yeah, I respect that too, man. I respect that, and that's why I actually try to encourage people, man, regardless of what you have done, or in your past or whatever, you can always try to correct those mistakes, try to do better, try to be better, put positive out into the world, regardless of what you done. There's done been people out here that have done some crazy stuff, man, and have been able to, some people got to move and kind of switch and change their lives around for the better, man. They end up living their lives out as good, positive people. Just try to put positive in the world, man. It's never too late for that. Why does caffeine feel so good? I don't know why, but I don't deal with caffeine like that. I don't really do that much. Greetings from the UK. What's good? What's good? Caffeine rhymes with Cassidy. Okay. I'm gonna need for you to put that drink down, my friend. Put that damn drink down right now. All right, go ahead and play the clip real quick.
Tell me if you think this is fair. I'm 40 years old. I married this woman when I was 33. After only knowing her 7 months. And no, I ain't getting no prenup or none of that. But she didn't have nothing. Me, I had a $1.5 million house in Hoover, Alabama. Me, I had the Mercedes in the driveway. I went to law school. I was the one up studying all them late nights. Didn't even know who this woman was back then, right? Now, you mean to tell me it took me 40 years to make all this, and this person who I've only known for 7 years, won't have of everything it took me 40 years to make? Now, I want to ask all the women, do you think that's fair? Think of me as if I was your daddy or if I was your brother and you saw me studying all them nights. That was me at Emory all them nights studying. I didn't even know this woman. Now she won't half of what it took me 40 years to make.
Like, comment, share later.
I want to speak.
You muted.
Yeah, your thoughts, man. A 40-year-old man, 7 years. I thought he said 7 months. 7 years he knew a woman. He got married.
7 months. After 7 months, he got married, but they've been together for
Together for 7 years. Got you. Still ain't enough damn time. No, I'm joking. What are y'all thoughts, man? What are y'all thoughts on the situation?
Well, I feel like obviously he didn't make a or sound investment. You only know the woman knew the woman for 7 years. And like he said, the woman didn't have anything. Not saying that they have to have something, but at the same time, I would say that would be, something to really consider if you are considering being with someone for a long time, to pretty much till death do your part. So that part, and then wanting, yeah, I don't even want to go to the other part, but it's not fair though. I actually would say that is not, but you have a lot of situations where the woman pretty much is, I guess, coming or is chosen when the man has reached or peaked or quote unquote made it, and they see that and put, I guess you could say, really put their time in and be like, oh, I'm done with this, or something happens and they're not really the woman, or I guess I'll just say woman really is it into it and is like, all right, I'm gone, but I'm about to take half of everything. And I really don't think it's not fair because, men really, if we're looking at this situation like this, I'll just use his situation. He really put in a lot of work and effort into it. And for her to pretty much reap the benefits without putting the work into it, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I would say something. I'm gonna also say, please make better choices. That sounds rough, but definitely I would say make better choices.
Somebody enlighten me, like, what the?
Did you see the video?
I saw parts of the video. So what was the whole
Cool,
ordeal?
but I don't know. Is it me or
So
I think his mic? Is his mic on or is it me?
what you mean?
Oh, did this
I
connect to
can
the?
hear him.
My bad. My bad. It's
So what?
connected to my car.
Oh, okay. So what exactly happened?
But I hear echo.
Hold on, I'm gonna try something.
All right, so
What about now?
no, I don't hear anything. Do you want to just explain it or let them watch the video again?
You can sum
Yeah,
it
you can
up for
play it
me
one
real
more
quick.
time because it's short.
Okay, well, you can watch it. All right, so
To the woman out there, you tell me you think this is fair. I'm 40 years old. I married this woman when I was 33. After only knowing her 7 months, and no, I ain't none of that. She didn't have none of that. Yeah, I had a $1.5 million house in Hoover, Alabama. Me, I had the Mercedes in the driveway. I went to law school. I was the one up studying all them late nights. Didn't even know who this woman was back then, right? Now, you mean to tell me it took me 40 years to make all this, and this person who I've only known for 7 years, won't have of everything it took me 40 years to make? Now, I want to ask all the women, do you think that's fair? Think of me as if I was your daddy or if I was your brother and you saw me studying all them nights. That was me at Emory all them nights studying. I didn't even know this woman. Now she want half of what it took me 40 years to make.
Like, comment, share later.
I want to speak to the
Okay.
Got it.
Got it. Is it fair? No. Is it fair? No.
Looks like we have some technical difficulties today.
Am I still echoing?
Let me try.
Let me
Yeah.
try. Yeah.
Well, now I'm echoing.
Yeah, you unmuted.
Okay. Oh,
I do think that's kind of messed up. If a guy put all his time in to do all that, and you go ahead and want half of everything that he worked hard for, that's some messed up stuff. Like that's truly messed up.
yeah.
Because you gotta imagine this, and y'all think about this. Imagine you being with imagine you dating somebody and you end up marrying them, and you was only married to them for like a month because you found out something that they were doing in their past, or they did something before you got married, and you was only married for a month, and then within that month, like, yes, you can file an annulment within the 6 months, and yeah, you could be free and clear of that person, but at the same time, a woman can find a way to get your money.
Oh my God. Candace Candace, you showing out. You are showing
Like,
out.
do you agree?
Whoa. Like, do you agree? Candace says 7 years, a long time to deal with men emotionally unavailable. As you know what? LOL. You deserve wait, hold on. Yeah, you deserve what she gets because it will teach him to move with his head and not his heart in the future. Far from wait a minute, Candace. What? God, dog. Talk about accountability, man. On a whole no. Listen. Let me jump in real quick. Let me have my way with this one. Okay. So I'm all about accountability, right? I'm all about accountability. Definitely, I think that this young brother should have not just paid attention to, what that young lady, not just, what she looks like, the things that she's presented herself, maybe the sex is good, maybe, she got some good head servings or whatnot, what have you. It's important that you don't get caught up. I understand what Candace is saying when it comes to some of those things, right? You got to be careful about how you're moving, especially if you have gotten to a certain point in your life and where you have, like, from what it sounded like, got it out the mud, hours and hours of studying to get that Benz and everything like that. Men that have resources, men that become successful, oftentimes those guys, like, they don't be suckers most of the time. The reason why they got to the place that they're in is because they do great when it comes to working hard, when it comes to investments. And I would agree, sometimes it's better to look at this thing, especially marriage, because marriage is a business that you look at it in that light, right? If I'm going to be, doing giving into this investment, getting married to this young lady, I need to make sure that we do all type of damn background checks and everything, and pay close attention to who's in her inner circle. I want to know your mom, your pops, your best friend, your sisters, your coworkers. Who do you hang around with? I want to listen to them damn conversations that y'all have when men are not in the room. Baby, I'm gonna call you. No. I don't want. I'm gonna stay on the phone. Don't worry about me. Y'all just go on about y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear what you're talking about. I want to know what are your thoughts on men. That's why I think that content creators have an advantage, especially content creators that do like reactions and stuff, because you're able to get people's real authentic thoughts. And I'm telling you, I did reactions with a lot of different people, men and women, and a lot of things come out when you allow people just to express themselves. And you start to see, you like, damn, this person ain't who I thought they was. Like, I done known this person for 10 plus years. I never known. I would have never known that you thought that way. Just to get a better understanding, if I'm trying to invest my time, my resources, and everything, I want to make sure that this young lady is going to be aligned with what I got going on. And again, a guy that got all of that stuff, fam, you should have got her to sign a damn prenup. First and foremost, you coming into this mofo with nothing now. Again, if we end on good terms or whatever, I'm gonna make sure you good. I'm gonna make sure you're taken care of. We've been married for an extended period of time or whatever, and we just separate. I mean, you shouldn't be getting separated, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Once you get married, it's till death do you part. But if they do decide to separate or whatnot, then I'm gonna be giving money because I want to, not because you feel like you entitled or I owe you something. It ain't, hell no, it don't work like that, fam. But for you to say, getting back to you, Miss Candace, you showing out. What does she deserve? She deserve? She ain't did a damn thing. What the hell she deserve? A damn pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. She don't deserve a mother loving thing. And I don't think that we can put men in that box and say that men in general are emotionally unavailable. Honestly, I'm keeping a band with you. I think that in most cases it's the complete opposite. I see a lot of guys that are ready to. My bad. Damn. Yeah, I see a lot of guys that are ready to love. I see a lot of guys that want to settle down and everything. But oftentimes I see a lot of women aren't ready to do that. They're not ready to take that step. They're so set in their ways that they don't want to change and everything. I think that the script has honestly flipped, if we being honest. If we keep it in the band, since we being honest, I believe that the script has honestly flipped. And I think that there are a lot more of emotionally unavailable women than there are men. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said I'm advocating for the guys, because there are a lot of regular guys. My bad. Yeah, there are a lot of regular guys that what I'm saying, I have to advocate for. A lot of those average guys that most women overlook or have overlooked, most of those guys been ready. They've been ready to live that doggone average lifestyle. I'm gonna take care of you, make sure you good and everything. But we see a lot of these young ladies out here want to live that what is it called, that city girl life or whatever.
hot girl summer,
A lot of them want to do that city girl stuff.
hot girl
I
summer.
know we're gonna have some people cooking down in the comments if I can get this doggone live stream back up and jumping. But yeah, y'all go ahead. Y'all feel free to chime in anytime. Anytime you get ready, feel free.
Can you hear me?
Feel free.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I was piggyback off of you. Hot girl summer. That's what they like.
They don't want it. They don't want to hear me, dog. They don't want to hear me. They don't want to hear that. I know we're gonna get into it. We're gonna cool this phone down.
Tina, what you got to say?
Um. Well, I'm seeing. I'm seeing two pictures. One is it's probably showing my hand. One is probably, they are tired of the choices that they have made when it comes to men. Not making a smart
Say it again. I
decision.
feel like you breaking up a little bit. Say it again.
I see two pictures, and I'm hearing myself echo.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm seeing two pictures. One is probably, well, one is that they've gotten to the point where they, depending on, well, I guess you can say depending on the age, but at the same time, you probably can't. But they're tired of the decisions, incorrect, not, I'll say incorrect or not sound, not smart decisions, not smart the choices in the guys that they have chosen. And so that kind of falls on them. But with that, they are, just like, well, the guys that I've dated or, the guys that I've dealt with, they wasn't ready. They always dogged me out and stuff like that. So it's kind of like the whole cliche, hurt people hurt people. So that's the part that I'm seeing. And so
Hold on. Before you speak to that next point, real quick, you said that the guys that they dated, the guys that they chose, the guys that they picked, and it goes back to what I was saying before you get into this next point.
mhm.
The average guys that were overlooked, that were ready to love, ready to settle down, ready to live that doggone lifestyle of being faithful, being committed, are oftentimes overlooked. Again, most guys that I know, most guys that I deal with, have been that way for a very long time, but they have been overlooked. And that's why I say I think that it's a lot more men out there that are emotionally available than women. But go ahead to your second point.
Well, part of my second point is just that there is that hold on. They are still overlooking the better choice or a sound choice.
Oh, it's too late for them now.
Yeah.
It's over for you.
So if they're not checking for them and their decisions aren't, they go towards the block versus the enter.
Be honest with you, I don't feel sorry for them. Keep it a bed with you. You had the opportunity to pick the better choice, but instead you wanted to go with the jock. You wanted to go with the popular guy, the guy that was inspiring to be a rapper and all this other stuff. Now that man ain't got a damn pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, now you want to come back to the front of the congregation and hopefully Keith is going. Nah, Keith ain't rocking with you,
Who's
fam.
going to try
It's
to
over.
connect that or this to the P. Diddy allegation with, well, it pretty much kind of defend he's just a explorative guy though, because if you like how we was putting it back in high school, you go with the popular guy, blah blah blah. You see that he probably dogging the little teenage girls, and he has a lot of women and girls and stuff like that. He's not really showing that he's, I guess, he's a gentleman. So
He the settle down type. He's not the settle down type.
So I guess it fascinated, them. So with these women that's coming out or people that's coming out now, it fascinated them back then. And I guess it just, again, like we've been asking, so what happened that's bringing them to want to say something about it?
I can speak on that.
Go ahead.
I think because, like you said, when you go through school, females always want to go after the popular guy. That's always, but they don't realize those guys that they thought were the guys that were popular in school and getting everything they wanted, having everything sit to them on a silver platter. Those the ones that usually end up losing everything at the end of it. So and that's when that person, when those type of guys that women are into, sometimes those be the ones that strive and have success, and there's a lot of them that usually just fall face first and end up being one of those people that are living out on the street, don't have no job, got nothing going for themselves. And that's when that time comes when women will be like, "Oh, I'm ready to settle down. I want a good man. I want a man that treats me right, that loves me, cares for me, and everything." You ran out of time because they already been scooped up. And then even when you run into the guys that you think that are about that, those be the ones that don't want to get married, that don't want to deal with the headache of a woman, because all they're gonna feel is that she's just like every other girl that he's came in contact with.
That I'm gonna tell you right now, man. That was so sweet. That's the PG version. I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all, and we ain't gonna get rated R. The thing is, a lot of y'all got too many damn miles on you now. Now, say for instance, if you maybe thought about dealing with the popular guy, whatever, but let's just say you didn't really engage in any intercourse or whatnot. You protected your body, you protected your womb, and a few years later, you want to come back to the front of the congregation, say you were wrong or whatever. Like, you know what? I ain't really been hearing no things about Sade. She really wasn't out here like that. She did quote on maybe she had a boyfriend here and there. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at her, you can pretty much, yeah, she look like she ain't really been, I ain't really heard nothing about her. She keeps herself up. You know what I'm saying? She works out. Most importantly, she got a good head on her shoulders. The proper type of mindset, because I think and I believe the more mileage that those young ladies put on their doggone bodies, the more you allow a man, different men, to enter your body, you take on a lot of their characteristics, whether you want to believe it or not. You taking all of that masculine energy in more ways than one, it slowly becomes a part of who you are. And that's the reason why a lot of dudes ain't checking for you. Too much masculine energy. You're too strong. You're too independent. You done had too many doggone eggplants in you. Tainted. Used. Too much miles, man. I'm good, fam. I don't want that bus, man. I don't want that bus, dog. That used car got like 300,000 miles on it. You know what? I'm gonna go on down the street, man. I'm gonna keep pushing. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. But nah, we ain't checking for them. We ain't checking for them no more, man. Too many miles. You thought hopping pole to pole was the move. You thought that, getting your back blown out, getting flown out to all these different places was the move. You thought that going and taking these doggone trips and getting bussed down by them dudes that's in these different countries was the move. Don't try to come back to the front of the congregation. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's only a matter of time for all the people that either think like that or move like that to be out here single and alone. That's some reality for your butt right there. Enjoy. Yeah, somebody say facts. Facts, man. First of all, I appreciate you so much for coming through, man. Appreciate you for coming through, man. I agree. I definitely agree with that, man. Definitely appreciate y'all for coming. Y'all got anything else I want to add? I don't want this video to be long because I know we'll get back into the logistics and anything. Y'all got anything else y'all wanted to add or whatnot pertaining to this I guess this last situation? I feel like we talked more than enough about Diddy. That 40-year-old guy, man, you got to be careful, my friend. You got to be careful. Got to practice better discipline. You got to be careful about, who you choose to lay down with, because that's the biggest financial decision that you're gonna make in your life. You got to be careful about. You got a little echo over there, big dog. You got to be careful about who you lay down with. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's the biggest financial decision that you're gonna make in your life every day, whoever that is. And especially, man, especially if you done got to a certain level of success, fam. I don't understand how the hell you fumbled that, man. And I know you got some people out there that can disguise themselves pretty well, man. That's why, listen, test them mofos daily. Test them daily, man. Damn that. I need to know what your damn mind is. I need to know what your mindset, what you got going on, dog, for real. Yeah, y'all got anything else y'all want to add before we get up out of here?
I just want to know what happened 7 years. Like, what's she?
Well, she always been that way. Pretty sure she always been that way. She just had a good way of hiding it. Like they say, man, a liar can only tell the truth for so long before the truth actually start coming out. A person can only put on a hoe can't be turned into a housewife. She can only put on an act. Like if at your core you're a good person, that foundation, it might shake a little bit, but it ain't gonna never fall. If you are a good person, I believe, you know what I'm saying? Again, I think that as people, as human, as adults, we all make mistakes, we learn from them, and we improve over time. But if you got a person that's a hoe or got a certain type of mentality, a certain type of mindset or whatever, most of the time those people do not change. They just become more of who they are.
I
And I
was
think
just
that
about
applies
to say
across the
that.
board.
I was just about to say that.
Facts.
If
I'm
you
telling
a
you.
hoe at the core,
Facts, bro. Facts. What's going on? What up, Denzel? What up? What's going on, man? We actually came in at the tail part of this, man. We actually about to end in a few minutes. You can go ahead and pull up the sponsors real quick before we get up out of here, man. We can chop it up and whatnot until they get up here. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. I think a lot of people don't pay close attention, man. That's why I always tell people awareness is key. Awareness is key, and I think that a lot of people end up signing their doggone life away in more ways than one. And I think that a lot of people already know what it is, but they're trying to convince themselves, otherwise or whatnot. Like, damn well when you put in that damn job application that you wasn't gonna be no good worker, no hard worker. That second or third week, listen, I'm going back to my damn old ways. I'm literally trying to get paid for doing absolutely little to damn nothing. That's the doggone bottom line, man. Lazy. Greasy. All right, guys, I will tell y'all one thing, man. So I think this week was phenomenal. We had a really, really good week, man, as far as content goes, as far as these workouts and everything go. Kobe, you joining me next week, right, brother?
indeed.
All right, man. Y'all gonna see Kobe on the next live. Y'all seen Tina today or whatever. Kobe, what is it? Monday?
Yeah, Monday. Do you want to meet? Where we was gonna meet the first time?
Yes, sir. What was it? Monday at 3 or 5?
Was it a university?
Yeah, I'm saying like what time? What time was we talking?
I'm trying to be there at 12. I'm gonna have my stuff in the
12.
car.
All right, so 12 o'clock, y'all. 12 o'clock. This channel, be on the lookout for that. We will be getting a little workout in. I'm gonna stream it. I'm gonna go live, man. I want y'all to be able to witness what we got going on. Again, we don't just be on these platforms just talking, but we are actively trying to do better and be better as people, as individuals, as a group. Like, I just want to show y'all in real time that all of us, every single last one of us, is out here working. All right. You got some podcasts, some people out there that just talk the talk, but we do both. We talk and we walk. So we can't tell people that y'all should be trying to reach and be the best version of y'all selves if we not trying. So we gonna show y'all in real time what's going on. All right. Anybody got anything else to add before we get up out of here?
It's been a I have definitely runs, jogs. Definitely want about the I say meal prep. I say the meal prep. And all right, now that's it.
Cool. Yeah, we might put a little bit of meal prepping on one of these what's the names or whatnot, man. Show y'all what's going on around here. Yes, indeed.
Fitness challenge.
Hey, we can come up with something offline and then present it to them next week. I'm cool with that. Have something nice and organized that we can all talk about. If you want to stay on, we can do that. Do that real quick.
All right, baby.
All right, y'all. So that's gonna be it for today, man. Thank you guys so much, man, for the Truth Podcast. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Shout out to my dogs on Katie the Great channel, man. Listen, y'all came through, dropped probably well over 1,000 comments. I apologize, I didn't get to read some of them. Some of y'all a little bit on the long-winded side, and I ain't about to be reading no damn 3 paragraphs. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, all the likes, all the views, all the comments. Likes, dislikes, everything, man. Appreciate the engagement. I'm gonna see you guys bright and early tomorrow. We got that running, conditioning, and that's gonna be the speed training. And then after that, on Monday, it'll be me and Kobe. Friday, me and Tina getting it in. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one that they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. As a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, with that, a lot of stress. He was drinking a lot of caffeine. And turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over and I tried it out for the first day. And this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side. And I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time, all right? So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up, and then we're gonna try it. First time trying Magic Mind. All right. I'm gonna give a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11, so we'll see. Mm. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right. Until the next, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she want